Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday, Cardone University Mastermind. My name is Steve Spray, coming to you live from the 305 here in the studios at the 10X headquarters. Guys, welcome. Every Wednesday, we come to you live. If it's your first time joining here, we come live to talk about Cardone University, what problems and challenges you're running into in your business, and how to use this program to help you and your entire sales team get better and understand how to grow and scale your business. And so what we're doing here this week, we're going to be answering any type of questions that you guys have. And so what I want to do, if you guys want to start calling in, we'll go ahead, we'll fill up the phone lines right now. So if you guys want to hit that number right there, it's 305-865-8668. That is the number. Dial in, 305-865-8668. Call in. I want to hear anything that you're running into. So we've had 3 weeks to kick off the first 3 weeks of the entire year. What's happening for you? Are you guys on track? Are you getting the type of start that you wanted? Are you feeling like, man, I'm running into anything that you could use some help with? I want to help you. So, whether that might be your scripts, whether that's going to be your objections that you run into, we've covered every single thing that you will need inside Cardone University. And so you should not feel stuck in your business, because when you've invested into this program, or your company invested into this program for you, it delivers you all the answers to every single problem that you run into. So some of the things that I want to really look at is I want to look at correction. Correction, are you doing this in your business? If you guys want to get to the next level, you got to stop not working on getting better. If you're not working on getting better every single day, then you're not giving yourself all of the opportunities that are available. And so one of those is going to be something that we call pick your problem. I want to show my screen right here. So if you guys got the Cardone University, or you guys got the Cardone On Demand program, if you're on your sales piece right here, and if you guys just want to slide over, you'll end up finding this category right here. It's called Pick Your Problem. Pick Your Problem was set up, guys, so that way you could do correction throughout the day, correction in the evening, correction anytime you're running into different problems. And so I know for me, I run into problems all of the time. And so what I want to do is I want to open up the phone lines right now, and I want you guys to call in if you guys have any questions. We got 305-865-8668. Dial that number, call in, let me know what's happening. We're going to talk about how to use this correction tool, but I'm going to reward our first caller for being in. I'm going to go ahead and hit him.
Perfect. Steve, we have Willie from Long Island.
Yeah, we got Willie from Long Island. What's happening, Willie? We lost Willie? We lost Willie. All right, man. Willie, call back in, man, if you like. So, guys, when you think about correction, I want to lay this out. Now, we talk about Cardone University as a program that you want to study every single day. You want to do your 6 training segments every single morning. So that's great. That's like a professional sports team. You think about some of the highest paid athletes in the entire world. You guys have NFL players, NBA players. You got like the women's soccer team. I'm talking about people that operate like no other groups do. And if you want to do the exact same thing in your business, it's available right here. And so if you'll notice that training before the game, and in our case, the game is your day. When I wake up in the morning, I got to do my 6 segments of training. When I get into the office, I'm working, I'm hustling, I'm talking to customers, I'm talking to prospects. I still run into problems. I still run into things that stop me, barriers that keep me from getting deals. There's still those deals that I'll throw 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 different closes at them, and man, they're still saying, look, man, now's not the right time. We got to talk to somebody else. Look, I'm still dealing with that every single day. I'm still dealing with how do I stay sold on my product every single day. I'm still dealing with am I staying sharp enough to be able to present my product at its highest level? And so what ends up happening is throughout the day when those times arise, let's just say I get hit with an objection, something that I want to remember, like, oh man, I got stumped on that one. Like, where did I see that in the program? What would Grant Cardone say? This is where I'm going to come back right here. So I'm going to show this again, guys. When you go in to pick your problem, what it'll do is it'll open you up to that way you can identify what problems you are having. So if you'll notice, problems in the meet and greet, need help closing, need help with incoming calls, need help prospecting. The previous example that I just gave, guys, was that need help handling objections. So when you get in here, what Grant did was he said, look, guys, make this simple. This is not difficult. Separate, identify where you're getting the objections, identify what the objections are, and then identify what is the solution to that problem. Now look at this. Objections in the greeting, affordable, cold call objections, demonstration. This hosts everything that you would need to know. So like, let's say I run into a situation where I got somebody who doesn't want to pay the upfront setup costs. I would go to my down payment right here. I go in. If I'm like, man, how do I handle this? How do I shut this deal down? Look at all these guys. 14 different videos on how to handle that setup. 14 different videos inside here. You know, what about, maybe it's the overall money. Maybe, you know, look, hey, doesn't matter how big your product is. It's $1,000, it's $100,000, it's $1 million. Let's say they're objecting to the money. There's 45 different money objection handlings in here. You don't need to learn all of them. You need to build an arsenal, but look, grab 1, 2, 3, or 4. Find the ones that are really working for what you do. Some of these I use all the time. Some of them I've used, but I forgot about. That's why I personally have to come back in here and restudy them. And so this is where you can go to get this material. And what ends up happening, guys, is that these videos are short, they're tight, and they're set up for immediate correction. I'm not spending all day in correction. I'm spending about 2 to 3 minutes handling what I just ran into. That's a perfect time to be able to correct yourself. This will take you to the next level. If you're doing your training in the morning, that is the fundamentals, that is the underlying thing you need to be doing. The one thing that will take you to the next level is handling the problems while you're thinking about it. So let me give you this example. You know, let's just say you wouldn't even be thinking about a customer who objects to something. You know, maybe you're at a car dealership, man. You're standing on your showroom floor and you got a guy, he's standing. He's right there in front of you. He's a deal. He's got no money down. He's upside down on his vehicle. You're trying to get him approved and the guy's got bad credit. Man, how do you handle that? Most salespeople would give up, but you can actually get inside the pick your problem and actually find out, hey, what would Grant Cardone do in that situation? Okay, you probably weren't thinking about this morning. You probably weren't going to work thinking, man, I can't wait to get that guy with the upside down vehicle with no credit. You didn't even know you were going to get that. What about the customer that calls up and they're like, hey, seen your product online, wanted to call, get some information. Please tell me, what is the best price on this product? You're getting hammered. I mean, I'm talking about ripped apart. You got the best price grinder. I mean, the guys, the toughest ones, the negotiators, the people that are calling up, price up front. And you're thinking, look, I haven't even done anything yet. Dude, there's an answer for that. So the way that you want to do that is you want to get in here and you want to really find out, hey, where do I handle this stuff? How do I get reminded? So particularly what I'm talking about right now is just, objections, anywhere. If I use the example that I just gave you, need help with incoming calls. Well, controlling the call, setting the appointment, locking it down, getting somebody to show up on time, ready to buy. Look, I don't need to always train on that this morning. I wasn't training on that this morning. I wasn't thinking about that this morning. I wasn't thinking about that price grinder, that guy who called up and was like, dude, best price, you got one shot. You got 30 seconds, lay it on me. If you don't do it in 30 seconds, I'm out of here. I'm going down to somebody else. Look, I wasn't even thinking about that this morning. Dude, I was training on something different, man. I was training on follow-up training this morning. I had my attention on something totally different. That doesn't mean that when I get that big problem throughout the day that I get stumped on, that wouldn't be one of the best times to come back, get a solution to that problem. And so you're thinking about it. When you get stumped with that problem, I want you just to stop right now. I want you to stop. I want you to think about the last deal that you were stumped on. Calvin, are you on the mic?
I'm on the mic. Yes, sir.
Dude, when was the last time you missed a deal, man? What happened? The last one you can remember. I want you to think about it.
Okay, last one I can think was a diamond seat for the growth.
A diamond seat for the growth account. Okay, good, man. So this is a $10,000 deal, man. It'd be important for you to close that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay. Somebody who can afford a diamond ticket, probably a pretty decent negotiator.
Yes, sir.
They run over everybody in their business all the time, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then you get on the phone with them. What happened? What'd you get objected to?
What I got objected to was that he said, I'm coming all the way from Russia during a little bit before February, so making it back in February is going to be a little hard for me to make. He didn't give me a hard no. He's like, if you can give me a better price, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So that's basically where we stopped off at.
Yeah, so look, guys, look, like where in your business are you getting these? Where like you've got somebody who's like, hey man, I want to come out to your event, but man, I'm coming from all the way across the world. Give me a discount. Give me a discount for me coming all the way over there. And look, you want to get the sale, you want to get the opportunity. And this is where salespeople fall apart. This is where they go up and they actually start talking to the managers and they're like, hey manager, we'd sell more of these products if it was a cheaper price, but like, that's not the reality. Look, how do you close a deal down, man? When you get stumped on something like that, that's where you got to come right back to Cardone University and you got to find out, man, what would Grant Cardone do on that price grinder? I want to lock it down. I want to close the deal. Let me show you how. When you guys do this right here, you guys want to go to your program. You want to go to your program right here. You want to click on pick your problem. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say need help handling objections. And I'm going to go down and I'm going to find out, man, where did I get that? Did I get that in the meet and greet? Was the guy saying he can't afford $10,000? He could afford it, right? Then it wasn't in this one. So I need to bypass that one. I wasn't cold calling him. I wasn't on the demo. Dude, I was in the objection. This guy was objecting to money. I need to find it closed, man. I need to find something that I can use right now because now you're thinking about it. Were you thinking about that deal ever?
Yes. I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, you're thinking about it right now, man. But now you're thinking like, man, what could I have done in that? And so look, now you get all these different closes. I'm going to pick one that I like. This one's pretty straightforward. It's just called Do It Anyway close. So when you guys go in here and you guys watch Grant, he plays the video. Look, this is where you want to take the time where Grant says, look, man, it's $10,000. You've seen it on the website before you called, right?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So before you called me, you knew that it was $10,000.
Yep.
Excellent. And you know that this is the number one event in the entire world. So you knew it was going to be $10,000 before you called.
Yep, that's right.
And you knew we were almost sold out of them, right?
Right.
So look, man, let's get this done. You want to be here. Don't let a couple $100 keep us in between getting a deal done and putting you in the best seat in the house on the planet.
You're right.
Let's do this, man. Let's do this, right? So, and that's just one strategy right there that I could have found. I could have went back and just reminded myself, dude, he knew all that stuff before he came. Yeah. Why didn't I just say, hey, come on, man, you knew that. You knew that, right? But that's one of them. There's 45 different strategies right there. So find out the ones that you're going to do. What about this one, man? Calvin, when was the last time you spent 10 grand on anything?
Last week.
Last week? What'd you buy for 10 grand?
I actually paying out employees for my business.
Okay, good, man. I love that. Look, you were going to pay that anyways, right?
Yeah.
It didn't kill you?
I was.
Yeah, look, man, well, this $10,000, it's not a disease. In fact, this $10,000 and you sitting right to the next people in the right arena, this arena, the perfect one on this planet with Grant Cardone, Kevin Hart, all of these people that are going to take you to the next level is going to be worth another $1 million to you in your business, man. Let's do this. You know you want to do it. I just want to lean in on these people, man, and I want to ask, but I need to remember what to say, So let's take another caller here. Let's see what problems we're running into. Oh, they dropped? Dang, man, they don't want to hang in there. All right, guys, look, so what I want you to really know is that the way to get to the next level is to identify some areas that you could get some help with. If you're the greatest closer in your entire company and you're an unbelievable closer, that's perfect, man. I love that. I love that about you. Look, find out what you could get help with. Find out what's not working for you. I got people in my office that are better closers than they are prospectors. I got people who are better cold callers than they are presenters. I got people in my office right now who are incredible communicators, but they don't have that throw down, knock down, push. So the way that we do it is Grant, he says, look, train on some of the things that solve your problems. If your team needs to maybe separate what they're focused on, that's why the program is set up the way it is. It's set up so you can actually train on the things that you need help with. And so that's where you can get that personal individual training. I would tell you this. I would tell you that if you're not spending 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times watching one segment of content, like really working it out, you're just not getting out of it what you could be. We just did a 2-day event right here in our office. I sat up front. I taught people about phones. I taught them about setting appointments. I taught about cold call pitches. I sat up front while 100 people, 100 different businesses threw me objection after objection after objection. They were amazed that there was not a single time, there was not one time over 48 hours where I was actually stumped. I ran into something that I couldn't handle. I just knew exactly what to do because, guys, look, like Grant talks about, look, if you know the information, you'll know what to do when you're out there. The way to get better is to practice, repeat, train on things. If you think you're going to watch one video one time and become a master at that information, then you're just underestimating the amount of effort it takes to get to the top 1%. And so I know you can get to the top 1%. If you're on this mastermind right now, you definitely have the interest. I know that about you. I know that if you were to incorporate 6 training segments every day and then come back to do correction through the Pick Your Problem program, your game would step up to the next level. And that's what I want you guys to do here in 2020. So what I want to do is I want to open this up to talk about 10X Growth Conference. We have just a few seats left on this deal. I mean, we're sitting at like 94, 93, 94% sold out, 98. Yeah, so I mean, we literally have probably less than 150 seats left in this thing. And so if you guys want to be up there, we've got Grant Cardone, we've got Kevin Hart, we've got Scooter Braun, we've got Elena Cardone, Snoop Dogg, Brandon Dawson. Let's see, we've got, who's the other guys? We got Rick Ross. This is going to be the #1 event in the world. If you've got to travel from Russia, if you got to travel from Czech Republic, if you guys want to come, we want to get you the hotels too. So we've got that deal going on for the last second. We've got, I think the last 80 seats that we have are VIPs, so we're throwing in a hotel with those. Go to the website, 10xgrowthcon.com. And guys, listen, as always, we're going to come back here every Wednesday. We want to answer any questions you have. We want to talk about sales. We want to talk about Cardone University. We want to talk about how to maximize your opportunity with the #1 sales training program in the world. And we really appreciate you guys joining in with us every week. And so, guys, we will see you back here next week on the Wednesday Cardone University Mastermind.